So, to quickly summarize, which I will be doing, I used to make my players summarize, but then I started to feel like homework, so now I summarize the previous plot. And if I missed anything, you guys can fill me in. We introduced the characters who are in clockwise order. Sirenia, a mystical nano who performs miracles, a
literal holy person,
a faith healer who puts her faith in technology.
Witch Doctor-esque, yeah.
Yep. Siverdane, a graceful glaive who explores dark places, who just got drunk and showed up here and has just been kind of
pretty much my character arc,
wilding his way through ever since. I'll be interested to hear more, find out more about what motivates him throughout the course of this game. And finally, fourth of the fifth, our heroic Arcus, who grafts machines with flesh?
Augments
flesh with machines.
Yeah.
Yes. He is a priest of a certain sort who claims to run Zatolis. Their priesthood claims to run Zatolis. Zatolis is the walking city that you currently call home, which is currently parked on this map here, which is a, see if I can get the camera to focus, a bunch of spontaneous gears that sprung up overnight.
Yeah.
But yeah, last time the party had a bit of an altercation with the local clan, the Zagrefs. The Zagrefs wanted the witch to be thrown off the side, and the witch did not want that. They were eventually able to calm the crowd, and the heroic Arcus discovered that one of the scions of that clan had a incurable to his science blood disease. So
yes, lymphnosis of the Mechloid.
Lymphnosis of the Mechloid, apparently. So
that's canon.
They brought the child to the faith healer, and together they determined that if they were to acquire a artifact, or I guess in this case it would be a piece of iotum, which is like a crafting part for Numenera, the word for ancient forgotten technology in this setting. If they acquired this tame iron, they would be able to potentially use it to have this child live a normal life. So they trekked out to a local trading post where the Meridians, who are a species that has been visiting the walking way of Zatolis for some time, they trekked out to visit them, made the traded some ciphers for some tamed iron, found out about apparently there's like a secret enclave of robots underground that they got the tamed iron from in the first place, and are currently on their way back. They had a horrifying encounter with some sort of eyeball disease, but they did kill the person who had it and bury their body in the wasteland. So
yeah,
we probably won't hear from that again.
So we roll the snail dice again and the eyeball.
Dino nah.
I hope so.
So we actually got our first what are these things called? Channel points redemption, which is basically like people who watch the stream get a certain amount of points. I've set it up in such a way that they can add stuff to this game. Somebody has requested that we generate an oddity. So
all right, then.
Ooh.
We will start
like where your mind's at
with Siverdane, as you are sort of like taking point on the trek back from the Meridians.
Okay.
I want you to describe a thing that you find sort of half buried in the drit, the blue sand particulate.
And is an oddity like a structure, big, large?
So an oddity
like
is
small?
it's like an item, something you could carry. It
Okay.
can be bigger if you want. It's not a cipher or an artifact, so it does not have any mechanical benefit. It's just something interesting.
Okay.
And in Zatolis, it can be very valuable.
I'm good at that stuff. Let's see here.
My.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think what I find... Okay, I've got it. So as we're marching back, we're going to Zatolis, right?
Yep.
As we're on our way back, we're kind of having to trek across these gears, right?
Uh-huh.
These ginormous gears that are slowly turning and thudding around. But of course, the gears were once part of the landscape. And so there's all this torn up turf and stuff and old tree stumps that have been torn free from where they were. So it's kind of a marred landscape. And within that, I find something white peeking out. I'm just like, hang on, guys. So I go over, grab a stick, and just sort of shovel it out a little bit.
This is good practice. Good
Yeah.
praxis.
Yeah, I've definitely found that.
You have a shovel, FYI, don't forget.
And what I find is a little bird skull. Doesn't look like quite normal, though. It looks like part of it is metal, like maybe some sort of cybernetic bird skull or something like that. Anyway, I feel an overwhelming urge to grab it, and so I do. And as it turns out that when I return to the party and show them what I've got, both of you guys also feel overwhelming urges to grab at it or take it
I kill
or
him.
have it somehow.
Dang.
This becomes Lord of the
But
Flies.
the ring was not.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And that is your oddity.
I'll show you the meme later.
I get
So
it.
it's a
Yes.
it's a steel bird skull that sort of provokes avariciousness in those who witness it, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you tuck it away in a pocket, the compulsion dies down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just my everyday urge
Nice.
to murder.
And that was
Yeah.
your oddity. Thanks for the
Yeah, thank you.
request.
Woo.
All right, so I think the only real relevant question here is whether or not you guys investigate these claims of underground machine men or proceed directly back to Zatolis.
I feel like we should heal the child first, then come back for the underground machine men.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why the underground machine men is like time sensitive, unless there was something I missed.
There is not.
Okay, yeah, let's go
All
heal the
right.
child.
Just want to give you the option. Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll just sort of keep my hand in my pocket as I walk back and just not even. Oh, sorry, I had my hand in my pocket.
Does it whisper to you in the night?
Well, I don't know
In
yet.
like
It's
an
not.
ancient language you don't understand?
It's not night yet, but if I had a hunch, it'd be
Do
yes.
you know any old wizards?
No,
Not yet.
I know 2 clerics
Dwarves?
though.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, we go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way back. You wait for the elevator, which is to say the wooden rope pulley platform that is built off the side of Zatolis, the 7-legged walking city. 1/10 of a mile across behemoth of some sort of synthetic material. Not clear whether it's organic or not because it's overgrown with moss and lichen. Built on its back out of stone and wood, mostly wood, is a city where several hundred people live, perhaps even 1,000. The platform descends, and I'm going to come up with a interesting NPC who is going to be passing on the elevator.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
So this man has a bunch of glass containers sort of hanging off of his body in bandoliers, and all of them have little glowing flitterlings inside of them. So like small flying creatures that are bioluminescent. He calls himself the Wasp Merchant.
Ooh.
Apparently he sells these things. It's not entirely clear what they do. He says they can be used as weapons or sentinels. But apparently this is his stop.
Hold on, Goodman. Before you go, how many wasps will you give me for this? I try and remove the bird skull, but I can't. And so I'm going to instead remove my other oddity, which is Scrabble juice. It is a little flask of clear liquid that whenever I put it on, smear it on some writing, it changes the words. It just sort of mixes them up and makes them gibberish.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make me an intellect roll. This is going to be a social check.
Oh God, I'm bad at these.
He's definitely interested. He'll probably trade you for a different oddity. If you roll well enough, I'm going to say this is difficulty 4. You might get a cipher out of the deal.
Okay. So it's difficulty 4, so that means I have to hit it 12?
12 or higher, yes.
Okay.
Make sure you roll in the box.
Okay, and my edge is 0, so there's nothing I can
The
do,
edge
right?
doesn't apply unless you spend effort. If you spend effort, you subtract 3 points from your intellect pool and reduce the difficulty by 1 level down to
Okay.
a 3.
I'm just going to roll for it.
We'll see.
Huh.
Yeah.
18. All right.
Okay.
How many wasps will you give me for this?
However many are in this jar. And he like opens a leather holster on his side and pulls out like a sizable tube full of these flitterling wasps. And hands it over to you. I'll go ahead and roll a d10 to see what the level of this thing is.
You got a deal, Buster.
It's a level 1 cipher.
Not very good.
Not so good.
Oh shit! I can't carry another cipher.
Can anyone carry another cipher?
Does the jar of iron wind count as a cipher?
That's actually iotum, so no.
Then I can carry it. I have a jar of flitterlings.
Yes.
Okay, good. And I got to keep my bird skull.
I'll probably just study them.
Don't remind us of the bird skull.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna steal
no.
it in his sleep.
I'm never gonna.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm never gonna openly talk about it.
Do you not know the tragedy of the bird skull? How do you think it ended up in the desert to begin with?
Okay, so a couple of things are happening on Zatolis based on the last episode, which I just finished watching. There's sort of like a commotion happening, you can tell, towards... Where is the temple of the machine cult located?
Where near the like the whatever direction it walks in, you know what I mean? Like where like the
Towards the front,
yes,
essentially?
the front, yeah.
Okay,
The
we'll say
bow?
that's
It's
probably...
head, if you will.
We'll say that's probably where the elevator is located as
Yes.
well. So yeah, there are crowds gathered at this point. People are really freaking out. Like, Zatolis is not where it's supposed to be. Like, it was impeded in its progress by the rotation of these gears, and the fact that it is not where it's supposed to be is like a serious problem for a lot of people. Like, there are a lot of people who wanted to trade with the Meridians who are not able to, so the Merchants Guild is like pissed. There's a lot of people who put a lot of faith in the machine cult that is like currently being challenged. Like, it's bad. It's real bad.
Dang.
So there are all kinds of people freaking out. Various Zatolians with their like colorful robes. You have the Sky Fishermen, Zagref's clan, shaking their spears and stuff. You have representatives and delegates from the Merchants Guild covered in baubles, and various other...
Wow.
I'll come up with a couple more weird NPCs.
Are they all like protesting outside the like?
The
I don't
machine
know if
cult
there's
temple?
a hall or
It's where we
something.
gather to have debates.
Okay. Okay.
So they're the hooded, faceless members of the Secret Keepers Guild are here, just watching.
Like they always do.
Zemin the Right is here. He's a tinkerer of sorts. Like, he makes Numenera and is, you know him, they don't. He is like, basically he lives as far away from everyone else as possible on the other end of the city. And then a bunch of merchants are here with their carts, who are just like pissed. So it's escalating pretty badly, and the members of the machine cult have what is their traditional like self-defense weapon? I feel like it's some kind of tool, like maybe a hammer.
Yeah, probably like a wrench.
Yeah, so they have their like
That's
giant
brutal.
wrenches.
Yeah, the wrenches of all size, depending on what you need.
Yeah, so they have those like huge wrenches that you use for industrial
Yeah, for like
pipes.
bodyguards. Yeah, and then like normal people have like normal size wrenches they can use as self-defense.
Yeah. Was that a stabbing motion?
Wrenches are sharp
Okay.
It can be, yeah.
when you sharpen them. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think we like use this for like? No, it's for stabbing.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right.
I'm getting the picture
My
here.
stabbing
There's
wrench.
nothing on here that's like a nut or anything that needs a wrench.
Okay.
Love that.
So yeah, things are starting to boil over. What are you gonna do?
I have a child to save.
Okay.
I will solve one problem at a time.
as we
And I don't think that anything's going to boil over here too badly. Vis-a-vis that child might die at any minute, as I recall.
Yeah, it's more of like a wasting sickness than it is like he's gonna die immediately.
Yeah, well, I feel my oath to the child stronger than my oath to the order right now, so
Okay.
Dang.
I will go heal the child.
All right. Well, if you want to do that in your temple, you're gonna have to get through this mob anyway. If you want to try and go to her apartment, you can try and heal there as well. But you didn't see any medical tools. The last
Yeah,
time
no,
you were
we're
there.
going to have to go to the crowd.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I can push us through.
Can't you just like leap us over the crowd? Isn't that your one thing?
That would be a very difficult test.
Some legs you got there, Chief.
Just let me have this. 4th to the 5th. Make way.
All right, you go ahead. Try to get us through.
Part through. Yep. I'm gonna try and clear us a path here. Also, by the way, DM question: do I see Jor-El anywhere? The vigilante guardian of Zatolis.
Jor-El, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just for narrative spice, Second of the First has actually emerged from underground, which is not a thing that happens often. He is the iron masked, surrounded by glowing
Okay.
glowing creatures, leader of the cult. You don't recognize him, this guy does. He is currently in, like, he's doing knife hands at Jor-En, who's kind of standing like this. Off to the side, not doing anything. They're having a heated negotiation right now.
Dang.
Does Jor-En work for the cult? Is he one of you?
No. Hence why he lives on the other side.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and push through.
Okay.
We need the child.
I'm gonna say for narrative convenience, the child is in the church.
Okay. Then
Like they probably sequestered him
So
there.
you ninja leap in there and then ninja leap out with the child. We'll meet you at the doctor's office.
are you trying to get into the doctor's office?
Well, the child is in the machine cult sanctum,
I know.
where you guys are not.
Right. That's why I said he needs to leap in there and then leap out.
With the child, and then you'll just
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Hey, look,
right.
I'm trying to work in his leaping thing, man.
I mean, you could try. That's certainly allowed.
All right. Fine.
We only have like one song that includes leaping.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Fine. I'm gonna try and jump in there.
Okay.
Oh man.
So go ahead and make me a strength roll, I think, just to brute force your way over this crowd.
Yes.
That's going to be difficulty 4. And you are specialized in jumping, so for you, I think it's difficulty 2.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
So yeah, it's basically like any martial arts movie where somebody runs across a crowd. You're just like, a couple people get stepped on, or just like, hey!
Yep.
You find yourself at the entrance of the machine cult, which is literally just like a hole that has had like a stone, almost idol-like structure built over it. But the hole is clearly of elder construction, like it's part of Zatolis.
Sure. Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. Well,
You catch the tail end of First of the Second's conversation with Jor-En, which goes something like, if you're a peacekeeper, then you need to keep the peace. And then Jor-En's like, I think you could probably keep the peace better by explaining to the people what it is you plan to do about this.
I'm glad that they're
And the new person nearby is
arguing.
like, yeah! What do you plan to do about this?
All right, good. I'm going to try and slip by First of the Second and into the machine called
Okay.
Church, I guess.
So I don't think stealth is an option here. You're sort of... Honestly, I think when you jumped over the perimeter of armed cultists, we kind of threw stealth out the window here.
You think that they noticed that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So they sort of like turn around like, hey, and then the other people get closer, and then they have to like turn back.
Yep.
First of the Second is like, who are you? Who dares challenge the threshold of the machine cult?
There's a great emergency. We need to get the child out. I'll just be a second. Hang on.
Just run.
And I'm just gonna run in.
Session
God.
3, where we have to defend you in a religious trial for invading
Oh,
the machine
God.
cult temple.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and run in there. Yeah.
Oh,
I do it.
hell yeah. So I'm gonna
What?
give
I
you.
can't hear you. I can't hear.
I'm gonna give you some XP.
Oh,
you go.
thanks.
You run in. First of the Second obviously does nothing as a figurehead.
Yeah.
But as you run in, you hear like footsteps behind you, and you can tell that Jor-En is in hot pursuit.
Okay.
Okay.
I run
Go
faster.
ahead and make me a. You've been here before, so
Oh, yeah.
you kind of know where you're going.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll to find this kid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna grab him. Oh, there you are. I'm going to look at all the medical supplies and stuff and just be like, panic, grab a handful, stuff them in my pockets.
You just grab some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, make me an understanding okay, it's a medicine roll. It's an intellect test.
Yeah,
If you have medicine as a skill.
I absolutely do not, and I do not expect to. I'm just grabbing anything that looks vaguely medicinal. So I'm probably grabbing a lot of stuff that isn't. I just know that she doesn't have a lot of medical supplies.
That you know of.
That I know of.
She has faith.
I got a little more than faith.
So, yeah, that's the point at which, like, you hear a loud wooden clack. You're, like, looting. You have a child over your shoulder. You look over your shoulder. Joran is there. He's a muscular, like, 5'7", built like a fire plug kind of guy. He's got, like, shaved head, scar on his face. He has a wicked-looking spear in his bandolier, which is, like, projecting, like, an energy field. And he's just like, what in the God's name are you doing?
Oh, I become very self-conscious of my own figure, which is a very large developing beer gut. And I'm like this sort of guy who like used to be really athletic, still's got it, but it's like definitely wasted away somewhat. This child is sick. I need to get him out of here. Obviously the cultists are not doing their job or can't do their job right now. I'm taking him to my friends.
Okay, make me this is an intellect test. It's just a persuasion check.
Yeah.
If you have any kind of skills.
I do not.
I think it's difficulty 4.
Okay.
So you can spend effort to make it easier if you want.
You know, I am not in favor of making things easier for myself.
Okay,
I
let's
think that
do
makes
it.
things more interesting, so I'm just going to straight roll it.
Oof.
3. Okay.
So I was right. We're going to have to defend him at trial next episode.
Okay. Yeah. I make some sort of
So
half...
he
half-
says,
yeah.
you say that, and he's just like, I don't believe you. Will you at least do me the courtesy of putting the child down so that when I stop you from escaping this place, he does not come to harm?
From escaping? Oh, God. I'm so going to get imprisoned. All right. It's my last bad idea, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to say, all right, fine. As I'm bending over to put him down, I go, what's that over there? I'm just going to make a break for it right past him.
Okay, so I think the what's that over there is probably not going to work, but we're
Yeah.
just going to do a speed test on your jukes.
Yeah.
You
I don't expect it to work. I'm
trying
just
to break this man's ankles. All right, so go ahead and make
All
me
right.
a speed test. It's level 4 because Joran is a level 4 man's.
Yes. Okay. I am going to spend some money on speed or
Some effort.
effort. Yeah. So I spend 3 points of speed, right?
And it
Um,
lowers the difficulty by 1.
It's
But I do
reduced-
have edge of 1.
Yes, so it's reduced by your edge.
So I only have to spend 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So that reduces it down to difficulty 3.
Okay. And can I do that again, or is that as
You
much?
only have 1 effort, so you can only do it once.
I see. Okay. So it's difficulty 3.
Uh-huh.
So I need to beat a 9. Oh my god.
goodness.
All right.
Uh,
I'll take what comes to me.
I mean, so you have a kid, so he's not going to swing at you with a spear. Like, you're like, what's over there? And you go to juke, and he just, like grabs your shirt, like, stop it!
All right, I'm out of tricks.
It's at this point that I think, oh man, yeah, I have his name written down here because he was introduced last session. 37th of the 36th.
Oh yeah.
The guy with the knife hands who wanted to heal you previously is like, what is going on in this inner sanctum?
When
You
he-
dare disturb the peace of Zatolis?
When he pops up, I actually get afraid. Like,
36 of the 37th is such a stickler for the rules.
This child is ill.
What a buzzkill.
Meanwhile, outside.
okay, yeah. Good,
I hope we have just the same amount of success. We're just stuck in this crab forever.
What's the plan?
All right, I'm gonna.
I think he's been in there too long.
I'm gonna get up on the stage and I'm gonna intervene here.
Okay.
So I've got some abilities that are gonna be helpful. I'm going to first go to what's the other guy? Not first to the second, but what's the other guy?
Which other guy?
The guy who first and the second was talking to.
So that's Joran. He
Yes.
chased inside after that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not here.
So then there was the other guy who was the guy who
Real
lives
bad.
across the way, all the way across the
The
tinkerer.
tinker.
Yeah, the Tinkerer.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him and find out what he wants.
For the 5th.
What can I do for you today? How can we help resolve this?
Well, for me, it's I'm just kind of here to see what happens.
He's the Joker.
As you know, I require certain reagents for my craft, which I try not to talk about it, especially in mixed company like this. He seems really reticent, like maybe he doesn't want to tell you why he's here. Just curious if there's going to be a paradigm shift in how who gets access to the tunnels. I want to be here for that.
I'm gonna I want to
That's all I'm saying.
persuade him to divulge his position to me.
Okay. I think he just did actually.
Oh, that's it. He just wants the
Okay.
tunnel
Bas-
access.
Like if it pops off and people start running up in the tunnels of Zatolis, he definitely wants to go in there and grab whatever he can.
Interesting. So people are just here to loot.
Some of them are.
I also want to do that.
All right. I'm gonna address the crowd then, and I'm gonna tell them, or I'm gonna try to persuade everybody to have some faith in the machine call that we've got everybody this far.
Okay.
And we are the experts. Have a little faith in first and the second.
Okay. I think it's going to be probably difficulty 5, given that there's like you're asking them to ignore the most recent events, like the most important things that are happening.
Sure. So I've got persuasion and public speaking, which should reduce it to 3, and then I'm gonna spend 1 point of intellect to get another point. So it's gonna go to 2.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 6 or better. Yep.
All right. So I'm going to give you a GM intrusion.
Yep.
You succeeded. However, people calm down. Everyone's like, all right. I mean, 4th or the 5th says so. It's probably fine. Even the mysterious secret keepers nod. They sort of like, they're at the edge of the crowd and they leave. And some fucking jackass in the crowd's just like, when's Zatolis going to move again? When are we getting back on schedule?
Is he like swaying the crowd, or is it just like this one guy? Like, if it's that pause moment where everyone's like, "What's gonna happen?"
It's
Okay.
like some dude just yells that. You're not sure who.
How best to go about destroying this man?
I was going to say
mean,
kill him
You just shoot him.
for his impudence.
I do have a slingshot. I could.
You deal that man 2 damage.
Yes, I could. Which doesn't seem very heroic of me.
Yeah, he's definitely level 1, so if you spend effort, you could probably kill him.
I would
No.
love
So
that.
I'm gonna use
I would love that.
my powerful rhetoric. So it's 1 intellect point to activate this ability,
Uh-huh.
and I talk to him for a minute, and then based on that, I can raise or lower like our community opinion of him.
Wow.
Oh man.
So you're actually going to destroy this
Yeah.
man before you kill him.
So giving him the knife hands, like, boy.
From then on, or until I change the rhetoric to the creature I'm targeting, the friend's social interactions gain an asset. So I can either make him a friend or a fool. Friends gain an asset, and fools they're hindered. Cost 1 action to initiate, 1 minute to complete.
Amazing. All right, so first I have to know who this person is now.
Yes.
Apparently they're being turned into a fool.
Oh yes, they are.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
spicy.
And let me spend my 1 intellect point as well.
So I think they are. I'm not sure where the axe works in, but they're definitely a moneylender from the Merchants Guild. Maybe their name is Hatchet.
I was thinking they cut people's limbs off when they don't pay.
It might be
He's like clamps.
Yeah, it's called Hatchet for a reason, guys.
Hatchet the moneylender. Oh man, making yourself an interesting enemy here.
Yeah, I think I could take it.
I'm
Didn't something about flipping tables on moneylenders or something?
Yeah.
Something flipping tables for sure.
I'll save you from Hatchet if you save me from this mess
No
I've
deal.
created.
All right.
All All right, so give me like a sample of what you say. You don't have to. You don't have to do the full minute.
I'm gonna invite him onto the stage in front of everyone and give him like the opportunity to like explain his cause. And I'm gonna do like an exaggerated show of like patiently listening and like trying to like actually like listen to his things. And then I'm gonna try to like refute all of his points about how like the machine cults always handle this. We're the experts. We've trained literally our entire lives for this. We don't always know the answer, but we always know the machine will continue to work. And, you know, we're going to get this solved as soon as we can. And I personally will get involved in solving this as soon as I'm possibly able. Which is, like, imminent.
So he's just like, but you haven't answered any of my questions. But the audience is just like, boo!
Yeah.
Shut up!
And then I'm going to make a big show about, like the audience, like, no, we have to, like, respect his opinion.
Yeah, he's also furious. Like, the audiences realize that this is an opportunity for them to throw fruit at the moneylender who they're afraid of and probably get away with it. So they're like throwing tomatoes.
He who is without debt cast the first fruit.
And then you like calm them down. They're like,
It's so Shakespearean of you.
Pulls the axe out like, I'll chop all your hands off. Ah!
Now, come on, put the axe away.
So he just looks at you like,
It's not about who axed who or who threw fruit.
It's
It's about meaning and understanding.
All right. So he decides to get out of the situation before it escalates further. Moneylenders do rely on the good. They exist in an intersection of society where the goodwill of the people can turn against them very quickly. And he recognizes the extreme danger he's in and gets out. With that, the crowd disperses. First of the second. Where's the second of the first?
First of the second.
First of the second. Walks up to you. He's like, "And you work yet again. You work another miracle, my brother."
Something about being prodigal, right?
And now I suppose you're going to ask me to allow this creature across the threshold of our
No.
sanctum.
Actually,
Oh,
I'm just here for the child.
I see.
We're not gonna do it here. Obviously, it's gonna piss him off, so we're gonna take the child somewhere else. I didn't cut you out of that. I was just saying we're gonna go to your place.
Well, you should make haste. Your man gained entry to the temple earlier,
Yeah.
and Joran was in hot pursuit.
Next up on my list of things to do.
I think
First
about
and second.
that time you start hearing my screaming.
Your Reverend
No!
Cogsmith, sir.
Get away! Get away!
So Joran's in an awkward position because he might be like a cutthroat mercenary, but he's not gonna like harm a sick child. So it's you get the feeling like this would be a violent like knife fight if you weren't like holding like a child.
Yeah.
So he's like grabbed your shoulder at this point. He's trying to tangle one of his feet with yours. What are you gonna do?
Oh gosh,
Now's the time to jump.
I don't know.
My name.
What else?
Is Neo.
Yeah.
What else can I do but jump? I don't know what else I can do. And I guess I could always use my tectonic bomb, but that seems like a bit of an
Well, this was a quick game.
escalation. If it's all the same to you guys, I think I will stew in the pot I've created and let you guys rescue me.
Alright.
I don't.
Smart choice.
I don't have a solution for this. I'm
Okay.
just gonna make things worse. So.
So yeah, he has grabbed you. He's holding you at spear point, and he's just like, "All right, come on." And he like starts
All
to
right,
like force you out
I'll,
the front.
I'll go with him. Yeah.
At this point in the hallway, you're being followed by 37th of the 36th,
Ugh.
who's just like, "This child is under our care." When you start flouncing your way down the hallway,
I don't flounce, sir. I'm mosey.
you mosey, you stride purposefully.
Yes. I'm like a strong, like,
Wow.
50s main character.
4th of the 5th, we had a violent intruder.
Oh, thank God!
It's so exciting.
Get him away from me!
Here on my behest.
Ah,
He was doing the church's duty.
We never finished those
disappointing.
stitches.
I'm gonna turn to like Jory and be like, "Can you please let him go?"
he roughly shoves you, but professionally away from him.
Thank you for the
Taps his spear. It's just like
Thank you for your vigilance.
he puts his hand out.
I'll like pay him some coin.
high
okay.
five. Yeah.
So you are operating in my custom money system that I have for this game, which is you are either broke or flush with cash, or you have a fortune, which is like a unit of money that you can spend on things, you are broke. So you're going to have to roll to come up with some
Oh,
scratch.
no problem. What am I rolling?
So the money rolls are going to be intellect tests.
Excellent.
Whether or not you can come
Damn.
up with some Skrilla.
Okay.
I think it's going to be difficulty 4 because it's a difficulty 4
And
means.
you've just upset the moneylender.
You know what? I'm gonna roll it at 4, so 12.
Okay, we'll see if you actually have enough money to pay this man.
I do.
Okay. So you slap some shins in his hand, some coinage.
Yeah, just whatever is like in my pocket.
Yeah.
Not even gonna bother counting it.
Yeah, it's a reasonable amount of money. He looks at it, nods.
I honestly did not care if it was or wasn't.
Pleasure doing business with the machine cult. I'll see my way out.
Excellent. Now get the child and come with us.
I've got the child. And
All right.
I don't need to be told twice. I'm out of here.
So you guys make your way over to Silenia's. God damn it.
Serenia.
It's like
Serenia.
Think
serene.
Serenity? Only
Serenia.
Serenia.
No, it's
Fucking
like
difficult.
the ancient Roman province of Serenia.
You make your way over to Serenia's place, which I noticed when I was watching the video last time. You say you rented. I would like you to create your landlord now.
Oh, dang.
Is it Jor-En? Please let it be Jor-En.
It's first of the second.
Oh.
He may be a priest. He's also a shrewd businessman.
Is it 34th of the 35th or whatever?
I
Whoa.
don't think that man owns
34th
property.
of the 35th is all right. That guy knows where to get beer.
That man is
It's 36th
That
and
man-
37th you don't like.
that man is
and for a good reason.
a lawnmower attached to a human brain.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
So,
Super weird.
Yeah.
the landlord is, a rather happy, flighty characteristic of a woman. She's essentially, how do I phrase this? She rids Zatolis of the pests of the area.
She's the rat catcher.
Essentially, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Because, things get on board that you don't necessarily want.
Hey, man, we all got to invest our money somehow.
Exactly.
Dude, how gnarly are their... Okay, so she's like the queen of the rat catchers then, because she like has
Yeah.
properties to rent, right?
She probably runs the rat catcher's
The
guild.
one.
Okay.
Is there
It's not a very
guild?
profitable rat catcher's guild, but
So
you
wait,
know.
does that mean she also lives here?
Maybe in, like, the chateau
Okay.
above or next door or attached. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she is we will call her. I want to go with Magda. Magella. So Magella, she's the head of the Rat Catchers Guild, which rat is like a blanket
A very
term.
broad term.
Mostly the creatures that live up here can fly or climb. So you got a lot of insectoids,
Yeah.
crustaceans, flitterwings, skitterlers,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Things you bash with a mallet.
What it means for you is a lot of free food, is what Magella said when you moved in.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a pretty happy-go-lucky person. She's taken her lot in life and she's run with it. So,
Okay.
she is a widow,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
Husband fell off the side. Happens.
Yeah, so she's sort of like, she's standing outside of the chateau with her hands on her hips as you guys walk up.
Magella!
Cyrenia, when I agreed to rent you, I was assuming that you would do what you said you were going to do and live a quiet life here. But now there's been altercations and you're associated with the machine cult and...
Well, okay. One thing at a time. I came here to study. It's not my fault everybody else wants to harass me.
So go ahead and make me an intellect test. It's just like a social roll. I think it's difficulty 2.
All right.
So for you, it's difficulty 3, unless you want to spend effort because you have inability and that sort of thing.
How do I do that again?
If you want to spend effort, you spend 3 intellect points minus your edge.
All right, so my...
And you can only do that your effort number of times, right?
Yes,
Right.
per roll.
Understood. I do
Did
it.
we replenish from last time or no?
We'll talk about recovery rolls in a second here.
Cool.
Okay. I need some noodles before I can recover.
So,
Good news, I know a place.
Oh,
2?
I'm not
nice.
sending you any more noodles.
Oh, please.
Bad news, you've been banned from
All
the
right, so
only
I'll take
noodle
it to
place
a
in
2.
Solis.
Okay.
Please.
Jesus Christ.
It's a 2, so not so
Good.
much.
Nah.
So she puts her hand on her shoulder. It's like, I think it's what you're studying, my dear, that's got them so riled up. Listen, if there's another altercation in the place where I live and run my business, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I will do my very best, but I will say that we are about to heal a child.
Why? It's like just blank face, like she does not understand.
He was sick, and his father was like,
Is
very-
sick.
Oh, which child?
What's his name?
Is that Femeref Jr.?
Femeref
That's
Jr.
right.
Femeref Jr. of the Zagreb clan?
Yes.
That's not a bad clan to be healing from. It's a lot of Zagreb sons of Tolis.
Yeah.
Well, if we get in good with them, maybe the harassments will cease just a little.
This is Zagreb turf.
Hmm.
So yeah, you guys set up a some sort of ramshackle operating suite.
I'm furiously sterilizing everything in the place.
Okay.
Sounds good.
There's just like pots of boiling water.
I'll contribute my medical supplies.
Thanks.
Are these useful?
You got.
As like we're like examining a jar of tamed iron. Like, yeah, thanks, Chief.
You got
Yes.
some knives for sure, some tarp.
Ooh boy, some gauze.
You're like ritually sanctifying the place with this
Q-tips.
powder.
It's white
for,
powder. Yeah.
For you, it's the sacred powder. You recognize that as a dehydrant slash anesthetic. Like that is what they're doing is good.
Hmm. Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm cleansing the area
Hmm.
of all the foul intentions.
I'm just
I
trying to stay out
wouldn't
of the
call
way.
it that, but okay. Listen, my work is not bad.
I didn't say it was.
You insinuated.
No, I'm saying the foul intentions before we perform the surgery.
Whatever.
Hmm.
Okay, so how are you guys gonna go about doing this?
Aha! I had a thought about this. So we use me as the conduit for performing the surgery. I'll be the injection. I can dispense the tamed iron through my augmetics.
Oh, that sounds
Okay, you're
wrong.
gonna inject yourself into this little.
Yikes.
Yes, for science. I'm injecting him with a bioweapon
There's
for
like a
science.
slow like, from the garden window. There's like a slow like Magda's like, what is happening?
Oh, God.
You Magella.
Yeah, Magella.
Do we need any cutting? Because I'm good with knives.
No, we won't need any cutting.
Okay. I'm just going to stay out of the way then.
I mean, if that's the best way we can think to do this, is this the best way we can think to do this?
I can't tell you that. You can make some kind of roll if you want.
I guess-
Medical knowledge would be good. Numenera would be good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll do a Numenera roll.
Do you want to combine your medical knowledge?
Yes, I'll help.
Okay. So I don't think this is. I think this is our first difficulty 7 task,
Ooh.
which is to
Alright.
say it's completely outside the realm of human possibility without training. That being said, your 2 skills combined reduces it down to a difficulty 5 before effort.
Okay.
Also, let's
Because
talk
I'm
about.
specialized in understanding Numenera. Wouldn't it go down
Oh
an
yeah,
extra
we'll
one?
go down another level.
So we're at about a 4 right now.
Yeah. And if you guys want, we can make this knowledge roll like the roll, and then the execution won't require additional rolls.
Sure.
Okay. So it's down to difficulty 3. You can spend effort to make it a 2. I feel like it's a salient point to remind you that you can spend XP to reroll. Also, I feel like you got a GM intrusion from Magda telling you that she was going to kick you out if anything terrible happened.
Fair.
Yay. But if we fail,
We won't.
We won't.
but if we do,
We
We
won't.
won't.
you guys are so confident.
We are 2 messiahs.
It's a 4 right now.
So let's see. It started at 7,
Yeah.
minus your specialization, minus his skill.
Okay.
So it's at a 4. Yes.
Okay. And then another -2 from my intellect would take it down 1 more level.
To a 3. Coin toss in your favor.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trained in listening. I could listen to his heart.
You could listen to us debate, maybe
Yeah.
learn a thing or two.
All right.
I am.
Are you good with a 3?
Go ahead.
And I have XP for re-rolling. Hiya.
All right.
Yeah, we're re-rolling that.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
We got a 5.
There we
16.
go.
Oh, much
I
better.
thought it was
All right.
another 5 for a second there.
Oof. Woo.
We did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you make your roll. You successfully have used this as a conduit, but you also want to graft this stuff onto your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's gonna be a separate roll.
Sure.
I think the difficulty is determined by. Does it have a difficulty stated in there?
No, it does not. It does not have any mechanics stated, so feel free to freewheel.
Okay, so Tamed Iron is I think it's gonna be another level 7.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty difficult.
I've got healing, so that takes it to a 6.
Uh-huh.
I could take it to a 5 by spending 2 points of intellect.
Can I offer my services on that?
Yeah, you can. You can use your scanner, which will give him an asset, and then you could give him your specialized in Numenera skill as well.
Take it to a 4. I'm pretty confident at a 4.
I think it's a combined total reduction of 3 levels, so it'd be down to a 2.
Oh.
You specialize in
Even
understanding
better.
Numenera. Got the
Would you like some assistance in
Please. I would
Mm.
welcome your assistance and to understand how you do it.
I love how you guys are just learning from each other and stuff.
this? Just think of what we could do
All right.
We succeed.
together.
I agree.
Yeah, I love this plot line.
Unlimited.
We can usher in a new era of peace for Zatolis and
Okay.
understanding.
So, you are laying on a coffee table. She has a hand on your shoulder, and in her other hand, she has her
My feather antenna.
feather antenna, which gathers a lot of data from various frequencies, ultraviolet through infrared, plus a bunch more. It's basically a mass spectrometer, but the way it communicates that data is through synesthetic neural stimulation. So you see it as like colors you've never seen before, smells you've never smelled before, that sort of thing. And when you put your hand on somebody else, it communicates through them as well. So you are seeing like the inside of your own body, like you're on an acid trip right now.
It's pretty incredible.
How do you consume the stuff? The tamed
Oh,
iron?
you mean what's the interface inside of me for
Yeah.
like this?
How does it process through your body? Is it a bloodstream thing?
No, we're probably going to hook it into my stomach. And
Okay.
we'll just be like vomiting.
Okay.
Tired.
For God's sake, Tom.
Like we're going to create a shunt in my like stomach pad that will then screw the jar into it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That sounds like it requires cutting. I'll be happy to do that.
I also am conscious during this too, so I got it.
Okay.
Like you see me approach, you're just no,
Yeah.
no,
No, there's no
no.
cutting. We're good.
no.
All right.
This is a delicate process. Not saying
So-
you can't be delicate, but
You pour the grains of tamed iron out of the jar in which they're swirling. When you remove the
wait,
lid,
when did we turn it into tame iron? I thought we just had like actual iron wind in
It's
a jar.
tamed iron.
That is
That
tamed iron.
is.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
Yeah, iron wind in a jar is called tamed iron.
Got it.
Yeah. You
Got it,
pour
got
the
it.
tamed iron out, and it actually just is sand and falls on his stomach, and then is absorbed like it's being poured into milk.
Ooh.
You can feel it moving through your body,
Ugh.
and with like a monumental effort of will, you connect with it and send sufficient particles or energy or whatever it is through you. You formulate the tamed iron, you break out some of it, you tell it what it needs to do for this child, and then you walk over to the child, open his mouth,
Ugh.
Yep.
some tamed iron.
That
He's
is-
just
Yeah.
like, "Ugh," you're like covered. You do one of these.
Oh God.
I think Femeref Senior is definitely here and
Yeah.
watching this. Like, oh, like
Yeah.
he's like, maybe holding. You told him to like hold a candle, like that would help. It's like he's got like incense, like.
Yeah.
Ah!
I've definitely run out by this point.
You're
Puking
like,
it.
no.
I didn't choose this method. This method chose me.
Never gonna study medicine.
Meanwhile, I'm just like vigorously taking notes.
Please do, because this has never been attempted before.
All right.
Okay. So nothing happens immediately, but after a couple of minutes, he starts looking significantly better.
Hmm.
And then his eyes pop open. He's like, "Where am I? I'm hungry." and like with a single tear, Femeref Senior like gets in his bag and pulls out an apple, gives it to him.
While that's happening, I'm gonna get a damp cloth and start wiping him off.
You give him a little.
Yeah, I'm just start cleaning him up a little for the vomit.
Yuck.
Okay.
All right. Good job, team. Nice. We done it.
All right, so we healed Zeppy Femref.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So Femeref sends his kid to go play.
Maybe he wants a bath first.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine.
You know what? Fair.
I'll see him run out as I'm just like sitting on the curb, and I'll go back in.
And he turns to you and is like, so listen, a couple different clans of Zatolis. Not every street's going to be safe, but from 2nd Street down to here, just about, is run by us, Zagrevs. I'm going to put the word out. As long as you are here, you're with us. Okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh. Enemies to friends.
You've done a great thing for us, and we will not forget.
I mean, I'm happy to help the community in any way I can.
All right. He does some sort of like traditional bow, probably just one of these.
I copy. Trying to learn the culture.
Me
No, I'm just
too.
kidding. I'm just in the background, like folding up the tarp.
Look at Femeref feeling a single emotion for once in his life. And then Femeref's like, shut up, Magella! Don't you have some rats to hunt? As a matter of fact, I do. She says to the back porch while hoeing some, like, stuff in your guys' shared garden.
We tend the
Tubers.
garden together.
You guys, now what are you going to do? We should talk about resting, actually. You guys have spent a lot of
Yeah.
points.
Yes, I would love to take a nap.
All right, so you have 4 different rest slots on your character sheet. You have 1 action, 10 minutes, 1 hour, and 10 hours. You can tick that box to regain 1d6 points to add to any of your pools that are below their maximum.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an hour rest.
Yeah. And once you've done the 10 hour, once you've done all 4 of them, they clear.
Oh, it's 1d6, right? Can I have a d6, please?
Yes.
There's a blue one right next to the red.
So
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
if we rest for 10 hours, do we get 1 action, 10 minutes, and 1 hour as well?
They only reset once you've done all of them. So typically you want to do them in order. So you guys could do, if you're going to take an hour, you could do all 3. And then you would need to take a 10-hour rest before they reset.
Or you could just take the hour and then.
Yeah, and then you could save the 10-minute
Yeah.
and the...
That's what I was doing.
One
I was
action.
saving the
Yeah.
easier ones to do when I needed them in combat.
And when we check a box, we get to recover what?
1d6 points.
1d6 plus your tier points,
Oh.
actually.
So
Okay.
8.
Okay. Cool. In
Excellent.
a chosen pool.
You can divide them amongst any pools you want.
Okay.
All right, so
Nice.
4 plus 1 is 5. I am up to 10. Whee!
So I'm gonna like take a nap on her couch for an hour.
4 or
I'm
5. I
assuming
mean,
you have a couch.
5.
Sounds good
He
to me.
usually sleeps on it, but yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I
you
go to my bedroom.
go right ahead.
Well, you know what? It would seem presumptuous.
So while we're here, I want you to roll some story dice and describe this shared living space, if you would.
All right. Okay.
That makes sense.
This is what's happening. Well, I will say that it's quite alien to me, because I'm probably more used to sleeping on cots and tents and kind of a more nomadic nature, but having an actual bed, it's quite homey. So, it's, let's see. There are 2 bedrooms kind of upstairs, one for me, one for Magella. We just share the space. F it. The downstairs area has like a kitchenette, a living space, and a patio where the shared garden is.
Mm-hmm.
Half bath on each floor,
Yeah.
or full bathroom upstairs, with a ramshackle tub. That's, well, we don't use it too often, but
Yeah.
that's the way of life.
Yeah. It's got plants growing in it.
I mean,
Water
maybe.
is scarce up here.
So it is definitely strange because it is kind of decorated with the wings of the various things that she traps and catches, because
Yeah.
some of them are
Ooh.
iridescent and catch the light in such a way that it's
Oh,
patterned.
Okay.
dude, that sounds dope.
Nice. I have a question about Magella. Magella? You said she's a widow.
Yeah.
Was her husband happen to be killed by bugs?
No, he fell off the edge.
Oh.
Yeah, he fell off the edge,
Oh, never mind.
which happens more often than you think.
Just explained too much.
Chasing a really big rat.
Chasing a
He
really
was the former
big
guild
rat.
leader.
Turns out the rat could fly or glide.
Got it.
Or worse, it could like stick to the side, so it just
Yep.
goes over the side and down.
Yep.
I did have some other questions. First off, while we're all resting, right, we're finally got some breathing room after our adventures. Seems like the next pressing issue is that Zatolis is stuck on this thing and that people are basically rioting. Do we have enough food? Like, when should we start worrying about food?
Well, a lot of us eat like a nutrient-rich paste, which we make out of the various things that we are caught up when we collect water.
Okay.
So food's probably not that big of an issue for most of us, especially in the machine cult.
What about water?
Well, yeah, water's going to be an issue for everybody.
Okay.
We can get off the machine, so it's not like it's a disaster.
But we need to get moving.
But we're going
is
to have to
what you're
figure out...
saying.
First, we need to investigate at least a little bit to see what the problem is, because there's no sense in going through like all this effort to establish a water supply or whatnot,
No,
and then
yeah.
it's like solved tonight.
So I had a thought about that. The Meridians that we came across, they spoke of a underground race.
Well, that's a loose translation, but yes.
Something
They
like that.
literally said a race under the shell, but yes.
A race under the shell living in this area. Maybe they would be more familiar. If they have some sort of delving experience, then maybe they know what's up with all these gears.
Well, they're nomadic people by trade, so probably not.
You know what, Tom?
More to the point, though, they did intimate that there was a species of people living down there, and we need to go talk to them.
Wait, why do we need to go talk to them?
Because they probably know more about the gears.
Oh my God, that's what I was just saying,
But
you
do we
asshole.
really
Yes,
care
but those
about
aren't the
gears?
meridians.
But it
That's
was
what
my idea.
Oh,
You're
whatever.
beginning to get an inkling
Whatever.
of how Fourth
This-
of the Fifth might have ascended.
Oh my God, this guy's
I'm a magnetic
the worst.
personality.
This guy's the worst. All right, I am going to go talk to someone who I think would help me out, us out.
Who
If-
is who is that? I can give you some story dice, or
I know who it is. First off,
36 of the 37th.
also, would anyone else want to come with me? I don't want to take attention away from the party.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
Are you inviting us along, or...
Yeah, sure. No.
Okay, yeah, if you're going to invite us along,
Yeah,
sure,
no.
I'll come along.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right.
I am going to lead us to out the door and into the street, and then I'll turn to Fourth and Fifth and say, Tom, where does Belbina live?
The intersection of MLK and 7th Avenue.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn back and lead us down that way.
Translation from the Ninth World into our language.
No, it's just, we don't know why, it's just, that's the initials.
Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm gonna have you roll a weird landmark that you find Belbina's house by.
MLK Street.
It's like a former like place where like the automated security guards of Zatolis would gather. And it's
There
got
are automated security guards?
well, there was at one time.
Damn.
Not anymore. They perished out long before the Zatolis was discovered. But on giant letters on it, it's got MLK on it. We don't know what it stands for, but
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, we will travel to that place and to Belbina, who, if y'all remember, was
the trinket lady, right?
Not the trinket. She
thought
collected animals. She was a
Yeah. It's the one we went down on the elevator with.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
And I presume we'll have no trouble finding her shop because it's probably, or I don't know if it's a shop or a house, whatever.
It's a conservatory.
Yeah, because it's probably racketing with all sorts of animal sounds.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to go in there. I'm going to sort of wrinkle my nose because I'm sure it smells pretty ripe in there.
It's pretty wild. It definitely
Yeah.
smells like animals in here.
Thank God I can't
It
smell.
smells like a zoo does, where it's just like the inescapable reality of animal poop means it smells a certain way, but it's not like horrific because she keeps
Yeah.
the place
It's
pretty
just
clean.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get when you have animals.
Yeah. Belbina?
Oh snap! Real quick, one of the viewers on our channel has redeemed a random encounter (parentheses dangerous.
All right, then.
All right.
On our way to
Thank
MLK
you, whoever you
Boulevard.
are.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna jump all over him.
So I think as you guys are walking through your neighborhood,
Automated security guard.
it's only been an hour.
Nobody's actually ever seen them like operating.
Oh.
Again, they perished out long before the people who discovered Zatolis discovered Zatolis.
Actually,
Damn.
that sounds dope. Like I'm super down.
Yeah,
with
before
that.
like my lizard man whatever
Yeah.
discovered Zatolis.
You know what?
They had
Tom
perished
says
out.
no to me so much. I want you to say no to him.
Okay.
I think it's Balgus the Right has gotten like he is like waist deep in one of these automatons, like kicking and stuff, like rattling around in there as you guys walk by, and there's a sparking. He's like, "Ow!" And he's like, "Uh oh," and the automaton, which I will describe in more detail now.
Haha, gotcha. 4th or the 5th. Yeah, it starts up. I thought you said there weren't any around here.
You're the combat guy. I don't know why you're crowing. You're the one who's gonna have to fight this thing.
I'm gonna crow on you every time I can, but I'm happy because I got to fight this.
Have you ever tasted Iron Wind?
I'm gonna ignore that because I'm just gonna get a flash of that and be like, "Ooh."
Yep. I think it has like digitigrade reversed legs and sort of like a squat body. Its arms, which are sort of like planted on the ground like gorilla arms, raise up and then like sliding out from the side of this metal golem are like the spinning blades that you would see on drills, like that
Oh.
sort of thing.
Yikes!
That's not good. We didn't know they had those.
On its where
We
its
didn't
like
know that he had
chest
those.
or face would be, there's like this milky obsidian almost glass that glows from the inside with white, and then there's like a spiraling like frenetic image that resolves into like a rough representation of a human or like a person,
Oh,
and then it proceeds to find the closest person it can and smush them with a drill hand, just like
oh shit!
the drill goes through them and into the ground, just like
Ugh. Okay.
what would you like to do?
What? Is there Numenera involved?
Yes, that thing is a Numenera.
Cool. I want to know how to dismantle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what does my data sphere do? Again.
So
We can ask it
Datasphere is a
questions.
cipher. You can use it to answer any like Numenera related question.
How do we shut it down?
What is it made out of, Cassie?
What is what made out of?
The thing.
Numenera.
Synthetics. You're guessing some kind of not steel as you understand it, but like
Maybe carbon fiber.
Biosteel.
a metal of some kind.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, I wanna study it to figure out how to shut it down.
Okay.
Mm.
The way that this works is you make an understanding Numenera roll.
Yeah.
You make a hypothesis, and if you roll well enough, the hypothesis is true. Difficulty of the roll is determined by how convenient the hypothesis is or how unlikely it is.
Yeah.
So how do you think these things are shut down?
Well, I don't think its light would be glowing if it were off. So I'm fairly certain that if we can turn the light off, it turns off. And it was lit with a spark of some kind, so maybe some sort of electric current could also turn it off again.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically overcharge it.
Yeah, and I will say as it swung around, Balgus was flung out the back of it and falls like ass over tea kettle onto the dirt road.
Cool.
Was Balgus smushed, or was that?
No, that was a different person.
Okay. Okay. Good. We don't.
His
yeah.
name was Pim.
Good.
He's dead now.
Oh.
Dang.
Now he's got a name I got attached to him.
We're gonna have a funeral for him next session.
Don't worry
Okay.
about
Sounds good.
it. So yeah, difficulty.
So I think that's so your hypothesis is if you can get the light to turn off, the thing will turn off.
Yep.
Okay, so paraphrasing that, we're gonna say that the whatever the glass central compartment of this thing is
Yep.
its brain,
Yep.
and if that is turned off, it won't be a functioning creature anymore.
Correct.
Or destroyed. That seems reasonable. We'll say it's difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
Yeah.
With my understanding Numenera, then makes it difficulty 1.
Yes.
Woo!
17.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you establish, and I assume you share with the group.
Yep.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roleplay it if you want.
Okay, so, you guys see that box in its chest that's kind of glowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone needs to throw a spear at it. Or just destroy it. Just
I pull out my vibra shovel.
You
Yeah.
use a cipher on it.
It is a cipher.
Okay.
It's a
yeah,
level
if
2
you can
cipher.
jam that into its torso cavity thing, that should do the trick.
On it, boss.
Okay.
Have that.
I'm gonna run at it.
I send him in.
Yeah!
Okay. So I think this is
I jump.
it killed a man pretty much effortlessly. I think it's a level 5 machine.
Okay.
So
Easy.
You're gonna leap at it and try and crack its central glass
Central
machine
core?
mine
Yeah.
with your vibrating shovel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got. You think that's might or speed or what are we doing?
I think it's might.
Okay.
I think your jumping does apply.
Okay.
Can I release my jar of flitterings to distract it?
No, we need those.
I think you already had your action this round.
Dang it.
I could vomit on it.
Don't do that.
Quick, give me the strength of your vomit. Blah.
Terrible.
I was just like baby birding him from a distance.
Like a penguin
And my
feed.
vomit.
I was picturing it like right before he runs in, you just tap him on the shoulder like real quick.
Like a
Oh.
father penguin feeding his young.
You know what? I'm a little regretful I chose the vomit option.
It's so hot.
God. All right.
So hot and spicy.
I
So
give
it's-
you my sword and my axe and my vomit.
Jesus Christ. And my vibrating shovel.
So I think it's difficulty 3 right now is where you're at after you apply your jumping skill.
Okay. And that means that I need to roll a 9 or better.
Yes.
All right. I'm into it. I'm going to go for it.
We believe in you. Hey.
16, okay.
All right. Easy.
All right.
Easy
So level
dubs.
2 cipher, I think is going to do a lot of damage.
Easy.
So I think you leap at this thing with a vibrating shovel and just like throw all of your weight into it. You like wedge the shovel tip between where the seam of the metal and the glass is, and the vibration rends a terrible crack down the middle of it.
Yes.
You got this.
I love it. I love it.
Let me see.
Whatever pseudo bardic inspiration I can throw.
All right, I'm gonna give you an intrusion
Thank you.
where the thing rears
Thank
up
you, Cassie.
Thank
and
you.
then proceeds to. It is no longer sentient in its movements. Instead, it is like blindly wandering forward and destroying things in its path. You can either let it walk off the side of the city. It is headed in that direction, but it's going to break a lot of stuff in its way. Or you can attempt to bring it down.
Oh, I'm going to attempt to bring it down for sure.
How are you going to go about doing that?
Keep stabbing the.
You think on that? I wanna
Yeah,
check to see what this guy wants
let's.
to do.
I'm gonna pull out my sling and like loose a rock at it.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh,
okay.
this is spicy.
It's might. I take it.
Sling ranged attacks with slings are speed.
Oh, speed even better. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 5.
All right then. I'm gonna need. You
Don't-
know what? I'm gonna spend
Don't ping me.
3 points of speed to make it difficulty 4. So I need a 12 or 13 or better.
Hey.
Wow. Nice. What a roll.
I think that'll do it. Between that and the shovel, it starts to like lumber forward. You're standing directly in its path.
Yeah.
You load up your sling. You're just like, yeah, and it like you hit dead center in the sort of opaline glass panel, and there's a crack, and for a second you feel like you're about to get stepped on as the thing continues to move, and then the glass like shatters,
Nice.
and the statue stops in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
What's the liquid like that's in there? I'm assuming that there's liquid in there. I guess I should say.
You tell me, man. I'll give you some story dice for it.
Excellent.
I'm going to jump up, splash liquid off myself, and say thanks for the 5th.
So the liquid is like a super. It's like a really efficient way of storing data. Like
Okay.
they converted it into like storage space.
Ooh.
And it's like silvery in color, and when you touch it, it like latches onto you and like goes up you, like not in like a harmful way. It's just really cool and tingling. So it's like alarming, but like not like actually harmful.
I want it.
Okay.
Well, we got it.
I mean, do you guys want to harvest
Yes.
ciphers
Hell yeah, we
or
do.
iotum from this thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate it. I don't know if I'm
Okay,
gonna take
so I think you guys are full up on ciphers. So you, there's,
I have.
That's
I
not
u-
true.
I
have a
used-
cipher
Oh, wait,
slot.
you're right.
I used my shovel.
All right, so yeah, you could. So when you are salvaging, you can choose between harvesting ciphers or getting iotum. Iotum is parts that let you build things in the future, or apparently do medical procedures. But ciphers, you know how they work.
Yeah.
So we're going for the cipher play.
Okay. If my jar of flitterings actually counts as a cipher, then I don't have room for ciphers. But
You can give me that.
oh yeah,
Yes.
you can have that, and I will harvest a cipher.
All right. You guys find 3 ciphers inside of this thing.
Okay.
Tell me what they are.
Get some spicy meatballs.
This is an actual like jellyfish that lives in the data like liquid and curates like the data. It's like the thing that stops the
Ooh.
data from getting corrupt and stuff like that. Don't know what it does necessarily as a cipher, but
It's a brainfish.
yeah, maybe it can like if you put it on your head, like it helps you organize your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you looking at?
I have ideas for both of those, but you go
No,
ahead.
No, go for it.
No, you go. Trust me.
Okay. I'll go the frog one. I see another bioform in the ooze. This thing, it looks sort of like a tadpole, or maybe just like a little eggy thing. Doesn't look particularly appetizing, but when you eat it, you gain amphibious gills and webbed fingers and toes for like a couple hours.
Nice. So that one makes you amphibious. This one, I think, is that jellyfish creature you described is like a data translator, because your ability only works, I think, with like living beings.
Yes.
So if you guys were at a terminal or something, you could use this to get the data into a form that you could understand.
Cool.
So this here, this particular unit actually.
I thought that was the jellyfish.
Oh, this was the jellyfish.
Oh, that was the jellyfish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
This particular arms unit was it was a sentry back in its heyday, and so it had the knowledge of every inch of like the above ground of Zatolis, and could relay that information to basically inform people around it or inform other sentries like, hey, this is his area, it's known for the XYZ thing, almost like a tour guide, only for sentries.
Gotcha.
And this is its database in the form of part of that liquid, actually.
Okay.
So I have a way, because I'm going to take this cipher, of making it basically act like a tour guide if I walk around Zatolis.
So it's a Zatolian map, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
All right.
With
Interesting.
prominent points of what Zatolis was back during the century's time. So it's like being able to get a map of London and get a tour guide from someone back in Renaissancean, like Elizabethan era.
Okay. Who's taking what?
I can't take it. I can't take any of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the jellyfish.
Sounds dope.
Nobody wants to be an amphibian.
I mean, we haven't seen any water yet, so I mean, it's
Right.
Yeah,
reasonable.
that's fair.
I have seen water. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Very
think
fair.
More, I want to tug on the thread that is Zatolis.
I think we're about to wrap up the randomly generated Numenera game for this week, but I wanted to end on sort of like an interesting cliffhanger type situation as you get to Belbina's place. That same breathless child that apparently communicates all information to you on Zatolis runs up here, he's like, 4th of the 5th! Second of the 1st wants you! The machine men, they're here! They want to speak to our leader!
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna toss the kid some candy.
Dino
On that note.
Ooh.
Keynote, duh.
All right.
Dang.
So next
Okay.
time we will have diplomatic relations with the machine men who live under the earth in these ancient gears that the city is parked on top of,
Dang.
I hope they're like, get off our lawn.
or
Damn.
something. We don't know.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Super fun stream. Love doing this for you guys every week.
So what do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to be playing some King's Dilemma.
K-Span.
Good old K-Span. And then I'll be playing Magic this weekend. For those of you who enjoyed the stream, please tell your friends about it. We want to get more people in here doing random encounters, creating oddities, that sort of thing.
Do we want to send people somewhere?
Yeah, we should. I mean, yeah, we got like not that many people in the stream. Yeah, we
Alright.
can send them on a raid though.
Do what you want.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for coming out.
Yay.
That was great.
Send them after these guys. We're sending you after Rule of Lore, which is another RPG stream that we do business with sometimes. They're pretty cool people. You can go hang out with them. Thanks again for coming out, and thanks for the dangerous random encounter. It was super fun.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
We
Bye.
handled that surprisingly well.
You always handle encounters well when you got a guy who can jump.
Yes, don't mind the fact that you are literally hanging out with two messiahs.
Yeah.
It's fine. We've got different flavors.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, no, it was the jumping that won that fight for sure.
The jumping.
Listen, if we just make him do all the muscly things, it'll be fine.
I'm good with that.
It's fine by me.
Shit.
I just want what's best for Zatolis.
There.
Well,
Thanks, guys.
that machine
Thank
cult
you.
thing.
And thank you for wrapping it up a little early.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm trying to keep them down to an hour and 30 minutes. I feel like that's where we get the most juice. And then like hour videos are, I get they're an easier sell than like 2 hour videos. That's for sure. But yeah. Did you guys have a good time? Any notes for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
No,
That's good.
I look forward to
We
next
Gucci.
session.
Hell yeah.
I get to level up again.
That must be nice.
Oh, how much XP did you get?
Alright, I need to level up or something, because...
Tom, do you want another XP?
No. Don't want your charity experience.
Oh, come on. You're a messiah. You know everything about
Alright.
how important charitability
How
is.
make character better?
Alright, when you spend 4 XP,
Yeah.
you can add 4 points. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to switch to the other character sheets, by the way. Because the other character sheets have the advancements printed on them.
Okay.
So we
Oh,
might be doing that. So it'll be more convenient for you guys.
okay.
But,
Tom,
so,
I literally have a spare XP.
I don't care.
All right, whatever.
I didn't earn it. It doesn't count.
so you can get 4 points to add to any of your pools as you see fit. That's one of them. You can increase one of your edges by 1. You can increase your effort cap by 1, which lets you spend more levels of effort. Or you can learn a new skill.
So I unlearned an inability.
Yes.
That counts as learning a skill?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't learn
Alright.
another.
So
Skills.
I know I want to do
tier.
that because I need to talk better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too intelligent not to talk well. So if I have an inability in charm, persuasion, and deception,
I think it's. You could get rid of one of those 3,
okay.
if I understand correctly.
I will.
I will also tell you guys both that from what I learned about playing this, you definitely want to up your effort and your edges. Those are like what the